Hey guys, it's still real to me, damn it, here with another video. Before we start, I feel like I have to get the jump on you for the spawns break. I'm sponsored by myself. That's right, the Pigcake Card Academy. 2 videos every week dedicated to coin and card work from the beginner all the way to expert level stuff. Over 100 videos already and counting. So check it out for $5 a month. That's less than the price of realizing that magic does nothing to help you get the adulation of females. So today we have a hot trick that'll make sure that your mom finally talks to you again. It's any card, any number, sort of. It's an invisible card, maybe. It's simple to do, and you'll be able to do it without that much work. Wait, huh? What's that over there? I don't know what that over there is. Howdy there, partner. Today we're going to be using this deck of cards, the green cherries. The green cherries. I don't know if they have a name per se, but these are green cherry casino playing cards. That's what I'm going to be using today in case you guys want to know which deck your boy happens to be using for this particular trick. Now, of course, this is one of those hot, anytime, anywhere sort of deals where you could have the spectator mix and shuffle a deck, or you could even borrow a deck, which is something that you often see from these adverts. Say, oh, do this with a borrowed shuffle deck. Let me ask you though, where are you going to find a deck that you're going to borrow? Is that going to happen to you often enough to warrant purchasing a product? Yeah, that's how they get to you. It's called marketing. So here, you're going to have the spectator pick any card. In this case, let's say they pick the 7 of spades. Now that card gets lost hopelessly in the middle of the deck. Again, I don't know where that card is because I'm too busy thinking of my relationship with my father and how strained it is. But you know what? You don't have a strained relationship with your father, so you don't have to worry about that. Well, at this point, you turn to another spectator and you ask them to name any number between 1 and 10, any number they want. It doesn't have to be the crowd favorite of 7. It doesn't have to be the crowd least favorite of 2. It could be any number between 1 and 10. Let's say they say 6. You go, I want you to remember that, sir, because later on we're going to make use of you. Don't think you're useless, right? Like my father did to me, which is why he left. So you better remember that number, sir. But you pick the card. You have a card in mind. I'm just going to do a little bit of a magic move here. Please don't mind me. It's necessary for this trick to progress. But here we go. Okay, that's it. I think that completes the ritual here. Sir, your card is now gone from the deck. That's all it takes. That's magic for you. See, I want you to notice, sir, your card is not anywhere here. Is not here, right? Is that I can make that assessment. Your card is nowhere here. If we keep going through the deck, right here, do you see your card? No, because your card's gone. You have to trust me, sir. We could get more cards. It doesn't matter because whatever card you picked has disappeared completely from the entire deck, sir. I don't want you to think that these are one of these TV trick cards where the cards stick together, or maybe it's some form of glue, some form of natural glue, maybe some form of goo. But your card is generally gone from the deck. See, look, generally, you don't see your card anywhere. That's because your card's actually gone, sir. Your card has disappeared from the deck. But sir, you're going to help out here because could you reiterate the number that you spoke of only moments ago? Oh, 6? That's interesting. Okay, let's see if we can make this happen. It's always harder the second time around. But you could have named any number, sir. But you named 6. Let's see if this could work. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. And we come across a single face down card. Sir, for the first time, name your card. Of course it is. Of course it is. Oh, hey there. Hey, this is the part of the video where I explain the trick. This is the explanation part. Now, usually I do a little bit of an ad here, like a spawns break, but I already did that at the beginning of the video. So if you happen to have a fetish for spawns breaks, make sure to check that out. Of 2 videos every week, $5 a month. beginner to expert in card and coin magic. What? Anyways, this trick doesn't require a setup. It only requires you to pick a card and control that card to the top. Then when you control it to the top, you're going to control it to the bottom because it doesn't need to be on top. It needs to be on the bottom. So you have any card picked. In this case, we're going to have the 7 of diamonds. Now, one little thing that I like doing here is a one-handed cut. I like doing a one-handed cut and putting the card there in jogged so they could see it one last time. Now, this is just a little bit of a flourishy thing. You don't have to do this, but it allows you to pull up on the card. See that? By pulling up on the card, I can now establish a break underneath that card ready so I could double undercut and control it to the bottom of the deck. It's a great world. But once again, 2 of hearts, Charlie air cut. That card goes there. Then you square it up, but you make sure to pull up on the card so that you could establish a break above it. And now you could double undercut that card directly to the bottom of the deck. So double undercut for those of you guys from the eastern portion of Argentina. Grab half the cards underneath the break, bring it to the top. Grab all the cards underneath the brick and bring it to the top. You see, now you have a little bit of a hot sort of control to the bottom. So now all you have to do is in the context of doing whatever magic move you want, you get a break above that card. You could just simply do that with a pinky pull down, a little bit of a pinky pull down action. Or if you want, you could just do a buckle. I like the buckle because it sounds funny, a buckle. But you buckle the card and you get a break. So now you ask another spectator to name any number they want between 1 and 10. So let's say they happen to name 5. All you have to remember in your head is 1 less than 5. That's it. Because that's how many cards you're going to show initially after you make the magical motion that their card has vanished from the deck. So that's going to put you in position later on so you could count down to the number. You see that? That's called magic. So here at this point, you tell the spectator, the first one, that you're going to make their card disappear. And you do whatever magical move you want. I like to perch my leg up on a surface and then put the cards in this sort of way and then mime as if I'm having relations with the card. That's what I like doing. But that's me. That's me. That might not be for everyone. So at this point, you're going to mime that and you're going to say, your card's now gone from the deck, sir. Here's where you do the little bit of a subtlety we discussed before. Let's say they saw their number 5. You're going to spread the top 4 cards, so 1 less than the number they named. Turn it face up and say, see, look, you don't see your card anywhere here, do you? And of course, they're going to say no. You're going to take this and supposedly place it on the bottom of the deck. Really, you're placing it in the little bit of a break you have. You see that? You're placing it in the break and squaring it up. This is very similar to an invisible sort of card idea that I discussed in a previous lesson. However, this time we're doing it with a card at any number between 1 and 10. That's the clickbait portion. That's the clickbait portion. It's a number, any number between 1 and 10. That's the little caveat that I didn't explain. But I'm sure you could forgive me because it's an excellent trick. So these cards go underneath. And now guess what? Their card is 5th from the bottom of the deck face down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Ready to be produced later on. But not yet because you still have to show other cards to be gone. So now at this point, you're going to spread more cards from the top and say, look, you don't see your card anywhere here, do you? Of course you don't because your card's gone. Your card has disappeared from the deck. And you're going to keep doing this, turning cards face up and placing this on the bottom of the deck until you get to the first face-up card that you see. So right now, we're still not there yet. We're still showing cards that have disappeared and not to be their card. But now you notice in this last one, we actually get to the first face-up card, which is going to be the 8 of hearts. So now we could spread these cards above the 8 of hearts and carry on showing that their card is completely gone. If we cut this packet to the bottom of the deck, look at what we have here. We have the entire deck that's face up. We have 4 face-up cards followed by their face-down card at the position that this person named. Oh boy, what a good position to be in. So now you say, look, your card, I made your card disappeared, sir, but I'm actually going to bring it back. Let's try this. And you get to your magic position again. You go and tell them that it's harder to do the second time. And now you're going to be in position where you could deal to the number that this person named, and they're going to find a face-down card. You could even have them deal. This is one of those things you could do in their hands, which again, because of the nature of the way the human body works, is going to be harder the second time. So you have to explain that to them, that it's harder the second time. So you're going to show them the card they picked. You're going to show them the 2 of hearts, and they're going to think that you are a miracle maker. They're gonna think that you make miracles happen. So that's a trick, man. That's a trick. It's a hot one. It's definitely a hot one. A little bit of different ideas. I first saw that sort of similar vanish from Daryl. Daryl did it with an Ascanio, if I believe correctly, in Encyclopedia of Card Sleights. I remember seeing that years and years ago. He would have a card. Yeah, that card would be inserted in the middle of the packet. He would show it to be gone, just like this. Now showing 4 cards. And then he could start subsequently turning cards face up. And the way he would do it was he would get a little bit of a break, do a Christ alignment move. Not a Jesus Christ, a Henry Christ. It's Henry Christ, not Henry Christ, but you get the point. And he's able to show the cards to be gone. I remember that was a wonderful little bit of a vanish, and you could show all the cards very fairly using that technique. But that's just the same thing applied to the entire deck and without the Christ move, without the Christ sort of push move. You're just putting the cards in the bottom and then subsequently rotating the deck. Cardistry expert. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to do all the things. Hit the bell icon to let you know when I'm doing videos. And well, I don't know what else to say here at this point, but I'm gonna go figure out different ways to use Soul Republic headphones to listen to music, even though the cable's been busted for I think 3 years now. And the cables are actually relatively cheap to replace, the Soul Republic ones. They're actually really cheap to replace, but I just haven't done it. I just haven't. So, When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.